Hi, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a very special reading for you. This is Pluto revisiting Capricorn for the last time in about 250 years. So, Pluto retrograde re enters into Capricorn starting June 11th, 2023, and we will see it exiting Capricorn for the last time in around November 2024. There's more nuance to it, and we're going to go into that in just a little bit. But if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps get this channel seen by others, letting the YouTube algorithm know that you guys like it and letting me know that you guys like this type of content. So thank you so very much. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Ooh, sorry. Aquarius, I just hit the mic, so I do apologize. Let's see here. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. We have the Six of Swords reversed. There's energy here of moving forward, but being very unsure about where we're going, how we're moving, and there's also a sense of somebody else being in the driver's seat, and we're not as comfortable with that as we would want to be. So if you feel like somebody else is steering your boat, this is the time where you have to say, no, I'm not okay with that. I need to move forward in what's right for me. Are we going to want to say that? No, not really. We're really not. We're going to think, I don't want to make waves. I'm just seeing like, don't make waves, don't make waves. And that's what we're telling ourselves. Sometimes we have to make waves. Heck, sometimes we have to make a huge, big cannonball and just kind of shake everything up. So be aware of that. Not in a mean way, and not even in a way that anybody else has to be aware of it, but in a way that I'm claiming back my power. I'm claiming what's important and what's prosperous and what's right for me. And that becomes a game changer, Aquarius. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Here we have rejoice reversed. Spirit is telling us that it is time that we rejoice more. I'm just hearing, like, what is that song? And they will praise it or something like that, like rejoice, praise it, like that type of energy where it's like, and just build it up. Just build it up. It is time to start rejoicing over the littlest things, the things that we would usually think, well, that's supposed to happen. And Spirit saying, why do you think it's supposed to happen? It is a miracle every day. When our heart beats, when our lungs fill with air, it is a miracle every moment. And we take the miracles for granted. Now it is time to rejoice. It is time to live a life of rejoicing. And if we're finding that certain situations, it's like, I can't rejoice, I can't embrace what I truly want, I can't, it's like, okay, how do I change this? And it's taking back, steering your boat and saying, I'm moving forward. You can be unsure. Yeah, the Six of Swords, like you can be moving forward in confidence. Actually, no, it's more of somebody else. It's like moving forward in such confidence. And you're like, maybe no, like maybe we don't do this shortcut. Like it's not going to be a shortcut type of thing. and you're right. So here it's taking back steering of your own boat, even if you're not sure of everything. Just because somebody pretends to have all this confidence and all this bravado, it doesn't mean that they actually do. And that's going to be something that you see during this time. And it's a big deal, Aquarius. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. All right, I like this. So we start off with the Ace of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords, the Death card, which is also Pluto energy because Pluto rules Scorpio. Scorpio is represented by the Death card in the major arcana. We have the Chariot, which also represents Cancer energy. We can be having a bit of trouble with a Cancer energy or the time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. We can find that it's rather emotional for us or that things can be kind of all over the place. And then we have Judgment. So let's talk about this time astrologically speaking. Pluto retrograde began in Aquarius on May 1st, 2023. Excuse me. And it moves to Capricorn on June 11th to October 10th, 2023. But Pluto will not, finally stay in Aquarius until November 2024. So this is the energy that's coming up from June 11th, 2023 to November 2024. And it's just powerful. And here, I'm going to read you a snippet. And this is according to the senior astrologer at astrology.com. And I do apologize if I'm butchering her name. It's Narayana, and I have her linked in the description box below, her Instagram account. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. And what it says here, and what she says, is we will continue to see big names, politicians, billionaire, media personalities fall from grace as Pluto continues to expose the hypocrisy. While we are already seeing this trend, it will be exacerbated when Pluto forms a square with the lunar node of destiny between June and September, and this is of this year. It will be mind blowing to see how this is related to the decomposing of old structures, paving the way for new ones to be built once Pluto finally stays in Aquarius for good, which will not happen until November 2024. We are going to see a lot of lies exposed. Aquarius, that's going to be big for us. Seven of Swords, liar. Liar energy coming forward. Pluto is exposing it. There is an energy here of our emotions getting the best of us. It's kind of like we want to believe somebody, but there's a sense here of how can I believe that? Like you've betrayed me. How can I believe that? And there's a part of you that's needing to awaken, but it's not time yet. So just be aware of this during this whole time. There's a part of you that until you look at the lies that we're told, and it doesn't have to be by anybody in your life right now. Okay, Spirit wants to make this clear because we can be looking now at everybody and being like, suspect, who's the liar? Who's the liar? These were lies that were spoken over you. These were things that you thought were true, and it's really affected the way you've gone after things in your career or the way that you've let yourself be passionate about things. And now you're going to start to see that God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift. This is a gift of inspiration. This is a gift of fire and passion and determination and focus and a real sense of, yes, I can. Yes, I can move forward. Yes, I can get to where I want to be. Yes, I can succeed. And there is a sense of like a torch in the darkness during this time. Excuse me, Aquarius. This real sense of I've kind of been stumbling in the shadows or things haven't been quite right. And now there's illumination because there's an illumination of passion. Before, somebody was kind of taking advantage of you. And there was a sense of there isn't really much to rejoice in. There isn't really that happiness, that grace, that beauty, that power to be connected to. And what we're going to see during this time, it's like, yes, there is. Yes, there is. So many lies are coming out. When Pluto retrograde re enters into Capricorn, it takes up the structures of things and it knocks them on the head. What we see with Pluto is about dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. It's about destruction. It's about tearing things down. It's about mega change. And when we have the Seven of Swords, there's a real sense of lies. And I've been carrying around these lies with me. I've been carrying around other people's truths or other people's ideas and other people's wants and other people's needs. And what we're going to be finding, Aquarius, is that other people have been having a lot to say in our lives. And we're kind of fed up with it. It's like, no, this is my voice. You don't like it? Don't listen. That sounds sassy, but it should be. It should be. You know, what is it? You're ruled by Uranus. Uranus is also known as the planet of the untold truth, sort of truth. Yeah, I'm not getting that exactly right, but there's a level of truth to you. So when Pluto re-enters into Capricorn, there's a sense of like, well, I've been waiting for the truth to come out. I've been wondering why I've been doing this. This hasn't been right for me. And there's a sense really of finding your voice, but also embracing your voice. Embrace your throat chakra. Okay. Your lungs are so important. And it's not just like, duh, your lungs are important, but this real sense of your lungs are important during this time. Meditating and focusing on the breath, connecting with inhale, exhale is going to be really important for you. There's a sense of centering yourself. There's a sense of calm and beauty and power coming forward. You have your angels helping you. You can question, like, am I carrying this all by myself? And your angels are like, nope, I'm right here with you. And I will always be right here with you. You can also have support from somebody who is rather young, like you're supporting them, but they're also supporting you. And that's a beautiful thing. With the death card, again, the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. Strong Scorpio energy here and very positive Scorpio energy. Time frame October 23rd to November 21st. White dogs with red ears. In Welsh mythology, those are the link to the underworld. White dogs, white animals link to the underworld in Celtic mythology a lot as well. What we're going to see here is that we see, because if you see with the horse, I don't know if you can see that, but with the horse, he doesn't have eyes, right? The skulled figure doesn't have eyes either, because I believe it's Arwen. Arwen is is a god of the dead, right? The underworld. And there's a sense of being able to see, even though you cannot see. So you're going to know, even though you don't know how you know. This is going to be a time that if you let it, Aquarius, a lot of ideas start coming forward, a lot of truths start coming forward, a lot of knowledge starts coming forward because you're tapping into your psychic self, your empathic self, your, in tune. It doesn't even have to be something as big as being psychic or empathic, or I don't see those as big, but like, that type of thing. But it's like you start to become in tuned with the energy of the world around you. You start to become in tuned to nature. The spirit world is really guiding you and you're listening. And there's a sense of, I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward to more than I had ever known I needed. I'm moving forward in realizing what's right and powerful and perfect and beautiful for me. There's a lot of transformation going on. And it's because we're looking at things not in a sense of like, this is what I was told or this is how it should be, but in a sense of what is right for me, what rings true to me, and what do I need to leave behind. With the Chariot reversed, emotions can have a tendency to just completely overflow things. This is going to be a time where we need to rein our emotions in, but we're going to find it challenging. We can also find that we attract people who kind of are just like so overwhelmed in their own emotions that it bleeds onto us. So be aware of this. We're taking the gift of the Ace of Wands right here. You see, he has two wands in his hands, Mamanon, the god of the sea. But what we're going to find is that we can find it hard to illuminate the way in front of us. We can spend a lot of time like looking backwards and being like, oh wow, well, that what that meant, and that's how that comes together, and that's what that's supposed to be, and we'll be really intrigued. But Spirit's saying, illuminate the way ahead. Do not let your emotions rule you. Rein them in. Look at what you're feeling. Look at what you want. Look at what you desire. Slow into your emotions. Slow into your healing. Slow into yourself. And it's interesting that Spirit is just saying slow down so much, is having us slow down. Because we might be thinking, and I know a lot of you are thinking, I'm not moving that fast, Dean, you know? And I totally get that. but Spirit's like, stand in you. That's why the breathing is so important. The sense of just like tuning everything else out and being so within your body, so within yourself. Okay, because your emotions are leading you, in a way that you need to see. But if you don't slow you down, they're going to overwhelm you. And that's like a harsh thing. It's a hard thing to balance, not a harsh thing to balance, but it can be very hard to find this balance, to find this harmony. With judgment reversed, there's an awakening coming, and you know it. It's just not time yet. With the sleepers in Celtic mythology, these are King Arthur's trusted knights, and they go to sleep when he goes to the mist of Avalon, right? And they go to sleep so that they can awaken when Wales needs them the most, when their king needs them the most. There's a part of you that is hearing a call, that is slowly being awakened during this time, Aquarius. And it's a power, and it's an insight, and it's a ferocity of being. And you're changing the game. Once this awakens, it's like once you rein in your emotions and you say, this is what I want, this is what I desire. And it doesn't even have to be a clear, this is what I am, but it is a sense of my feelings, my emotions, they don't get to rule me anymore. I am moving forward in power, in insight, and in purpose of me. And then all of a sudden, a part of you that has been waiting for the time where, like, the emotions, like, kind of the reaction to the outside world isn't so strong. Then you start to awaken into your power. Then you start to say, oh, this is what I wanted. Like, all of a sudden, there becomes a sense of like, this is what I need to do now. And a lot of you Aquarius is what I'm seeing here is like, I know the next step is coming and I'm not happy where I am, but how do I get there? And what we're going to see during this time is that a lot of the lies that we have been carrying around, we're releasing them. And as we're releasing them, we're claiming back, kind of rowing our own ship, saying, okay, this is where I need to be. I cannot let my emotions or the emotions of the world overpower me and drown me. I rein in what I want. I see because I am guided by my third eye. I am guided by my voice, by the energy vibration, by the voice of things. It's almost like, how in mythology there's the sirens, like the sirens call you to your doom, right? But I hear you hearing like a melody, a song, and it can be in your sleep. And it's like, if you don't rein in your emotions and let the song move you forward to like where you're supposed to be, it's like drowning on the rocks, right? You'll be overwhelmed by your emotions and kind of really upset because there's something more coming. There's something more leading you. And here during this time, there's a sense of like, once you hear that call and you tame the waters, all of a sudden there's, I want to say like a superpower is awakened, which sounds very fanciful, but it's like your power of purpose starts to awaken. And it's also because you're letting yourself be passionate. You're letting yourself say, this is my fire. This is what I desire. This is what I want. I'm not listening to all the nonsense that was downloaded into me and that is keeping me from moving forward. You're transforming. You are absolutely transforming, Aquarius. Some people don't like it. Tough on them. Your subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Ten of Swords. Overkill. Overkill. You're taking people's words too seriously. You can also be overthinking, overanalyzing. Be mindful of this. Because what this is also is my minor arcana, death card. Dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. Stepping into your power more and more and more. Where all the knowledge, all the hardship, all the bull that you have been through, now there's the resurrection of the self. There's a sense of I step into my power, I step into what I want, I step into what I need, and I'm not going to be made less than anymore. I'm just not. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which here is adventure. It's time for an adventure. Subconsciously, we want one. We want an adventure. We want more. And it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad at all. We're kind of thinking, oh, I should just be happy with what I have and, everything like that. Yeah, that's true. Like, be happy with where we stand. But an adventure, That's always lovely. So let yourself dare to dream about the adventure and start to plan an adventure for yourself. It doesn't have to be anything big. It can be a staycation where you go to places that you haven't been before, or you just try things that are new, even within your own little area. Or you try cooking new recipes or doing new things like that. It doesn't have to be anything big, but it's a little tiny adventure every day. Let yourself have those, Aquarius. You need them. You need them. It's like all of a sudden when you start to say adventure, it's like, oh, your energy got so happy. It's like let yourself have an adventure. Our subconscious tarot message is the Ten of Wands. You're releasing the energy. You're releasing the burdens that are taking away your joy, that are making it so that all you can see is the dirt on your shoes, the mud on the path ahead of you. And though, yeah, it's important to know where you place your feet, that can't be your only view. That can't be all that we see. We're releasing. It's interesting because here we have the Ten of Wands. Here we have the Ten of Swords. You're coming to the completion of a cycle mentally and passionately, but also physically with what you're carrying. And it's time to look at your passion, at what you desire, at what you want. And you're kind of changing the game a bit because you're starting to create and you're giving yourself permission to create something beautiful. All right. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless and have a blessed time. Bye.